Old Swab here again. Uh, just finished up that dirt track race at the ranch and come in eighth. And now they've got another new race that came with the update, and we're going to give it a try. And it's some powerful cars. 950 pp, 7 laps. And this is at what's that called? Huress Du Mans, 24 Huress Du Mans racetrack. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce it right. I'm not making fun of it. I just don't know how to pronounce it. And you can see these cars here. They're VGTs, all of them. And I know which one I have one of these Al 750R hybrids. And that's what I want to race. I've raced it before, and I need to go and get it. So I'm going to change cars down here at the bottom of the screen for use. It sound like a Yankee there. Sorry, Yankees. I didn't mean to be that for that sound offensive, but for y'all. Let's see. Let's find that hybrid 750. I know I've got one. There it is. See, 750R hybrid. It's we'll see here. 888.37 performance points, which is well below that 950 minimum or maximum. But I found that this hybrid could do it. And it's 7 laps. I want to check the car settings just more. I've got racing mediums on it. I don't know how long that track is. I'm going to leave those mediums on there. If I go with soft, they may wear out. I think the mediums will definitely could do 7 laps. So it looks like it's the long track, which is pretty long at Le Mans. And other settings, I've got the body. See, that's lowered as low as I go, and so is that the back. I'm not going to mess with the downforce. A lot of people do. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to race it just as it is, and hope that we have tires to get us through the race. Hard to tell with the gas. 7 laps at Du Mans is a long track, so we may have to make a pit stop in the pit. Trying to remember where it is. I don't see it on this map here, and I think it's right along this straight stretch right in here. Or right in here. Yeah, right in here is going to be the pit stop, I'm pretty sure. We'll find out when we get going here, which is going to be about right now. 24 hours. 24 Huress Du Mans. I don't know what Huress is, but the Mans racetrack. 7 laps. And let's see if we can't get this race started. Hopefully the skies look clear and we can have a clean race. All right, got around that curve. And I have problems right there. You probably see he's got all kinds of problems. Right about that. I definitely fell behind early here. They're leaving me, and because I haven't really gotten to the swing of this race, and I better get in the swing of it real quick, or I can swing myself. Oh man, that glare the sun got me. Yeah, that's my excuse. That glare on the road, the drivers were able to do it. Of course, those drivers are computers. try to do some catch up here. Nice straight stretch here. Close a little bit, but we've got a long ways to go, and Lordy, I sure did mess up there. I had to try to remember, do a little more gooder next time. Closing the gap, we ought to pass it, be able to pass a few of them. We moved up to the 17th spot from the 20th, so can't complain about that. I like driving this track. It's got them long straight stretches. It is a long track. You get to do some racing here and some catching up when you do get behind. But sometimes pit stops required on this one. It's slowing way down. I've wrecked a lot of times right here. You have to really slow down on that curve, be patient, get on around it. Without jumping on the gas too soon. Jump on the gas too soon with a car this powerful, you're going to go in circles sideways. I can feel my car bottoming out here every now and then. Now you can feel that when it's lower the car, you can feel it bottoming out. And sometimes you get behind a car that's doing the same thing, hit the bottom, and you'll see the sparks fly out from under it. And that's not a good thing to bottom out. Well, there's some friction there, and it slows you down just a tad. Now, in real life, I'd say it causes a big problem with tearing up your car. Here we go. We're coming up toward the race school. Going almost about the back of him. Now this pit was hard for me to find the first time around. I kept turning off too early, and I ended up in that sand over there. And I finally learned to recognize it. And we're coming up on it right there. That's where you go in the pit. Now we got these S curves up here. That guy about hit the back of me. That was my fault. I slowed down way too much. He doesn't like it. He's a better driver than I am, he or she. Well, I guess the computer is being it. Hey, cousin it. You done about blocked the back end of my car. These things are expensive. I'd say they are in real life. Yeah. I reckon all they would have enough money to buy one of them. Unless one of y'all out there that's watching them want to donate to a poor old hillbilly's trust fund, retirement fund. Yeah, that's all right. I make do. Yeah, the sun didn't get me, I guess. That lap, the sun moved on a little bit, wasn't there quite as bad. We're in 14th place on the second lap. We got time to catch them, I believe. We're not real far behind in time. Fuel's looking good. We've got 3/4 of the tank still. Yeah, good. Kind of tank there. Anyway, there's another left. On past him, I don't see nobody up front. Number 10 must be up there away. Maybe we don't have much of a chance, but we're going to do the best we can. I see the cars up there now. Here we go. This one you can do all right. I have run off the road quite a bit here. I've run off the road quite a bit everywhere. So that's what makes it fun. I don't have to be stressed over it. I know I can do it again, and again. I like how they got this set up when they gear them down. You can see the foam coming out of the exhaust. That's neat. I look at it. The detail that they put into this Gran Turismo 7 is just amazing. I wish I'd got it a long time ago. Of course, I didn't have a PlayStation a long time ago. I've had my PlayStation, I reckon, a couple of years. Didn't get the Gran Turismo quite off. I've been racing for about a year already. It seems like a long time to some of y'all, but it's not much. But I drove a lot now. A whole lot. That's why I've been able to collect as many cars as I have. It's been a fun thing to do. Set goals for yourself, and that's one of mine, is to collect all the cars in the game. That's a lot of cars. By the way, the game will give you cars for your roulette tickets and for participating in the participating in this race, or I'll be having a problem. Listen to his engine. Downshifting, I'm a downshifting, but mine's automatic downshifting. We did a little better in them curves there at time. We're down to just about a half a tank, done 3 laps. We'll probably have to stop and get gas. Cars are looking good. I don't think we'll need to change cars, and that may be a big plus when you hit the pits. Now, usually when you run a hybrid, the other cars that are running gas definitely have to pit and go through gas faster. So we shall see here what takes place in a few laps. And I know I jump around from subject to subject while I'm talking, and that's just how I do things pop in my mind. Try to say them before I forget them, then I forget what I was saying before I started changing the subject there. And one of the drawbacks of getting old, I reckon. But I'm not getting old, I'm getting, it's things like this, playing these games on the PlayStation, on the PC. Technology keeps me young. And I'll tell you something else I do. Every evening, I go fishing. And it's on virtual reality on my MetaQuest 3. I love it. Got a friend on there I've been fishing with for over 3 years. Oh, we just chat, just like I'm sitting here flapping my jaws while we sit there and we just talk about this, that, and the other. Nothing major. We just somebody to socialize with. Now, I've never done that on PlayStation. I've just never participated in multiplayer event on here. I'm not even sure if I know how. I've looked at it quite a few times here on the Gran Turismo, but never done it yet. But there's a number 3 car. What, 3 position? It looks like it's raining. I'm gonna have to stop in and change cars. It's raining, and you can imagine racing powers on a car in the rain here at this kind of power. And one of the things you'll notice when the track gets wet, these red lines that are across there, the braking zones, will increase so dramatically. Now, the track's not real wet yet, so is it going to stop raining? Is it going to keep raining? I don't know. I'm going to change tires to intermediate on this lap. But I can fill up the gas tank too. Get this race. And all I can do is hope it does rain. Because the intermediate tires on the dry track won't last long. They maybe get a couple laps out of it. I don't know if you get more than that. This track getting a little bit wetter. You can see down there in the bottom left of my screen, that bar there, white bar, showing how wet the track is. It's not real wet, and these medium racing cars are gripping okay for now, but I just don't know what to expect on this weather. So we're going to get into the pits up here. Well, I don't reckon we are because it doesn't pass me. Oh, buddy, this could get real interesting if that track gets real wet. Did I miss my pit stop? Shame on you, Baggins. I'm going to fine you $5. And I want that paid cash money. Yes, sir. I don't want any of your bouncy, rubbery checks. No, sir. Give me cash money every time. Don't want your IOU. Then I've got a whole drawer full of them. I can feel it sliding around. The track's getting wetter. See how that red braking zone increased? And I can feel the car doing it. I can feel the see right there? Well, buddy, which way we're going to be pointing? Can't pull out fast when it does that. Too much power. Well, that's what I get for missing that pit. Killing, flapping my jaws. Went right by that pit. Knowing I had to do it. I told you I had to sell that red zone increase and get here them cars fussing about being to get on the brake like that. But if I don't get on that brake and slow way down, you can see, you've seen how it is. You can't keep your car on the road. I gotta accelerate slowly. If I get on too fast, look, you hear, the cars are spinning. Yeah, and I've got a long way to go before I can get back to over to where the pits are. And I don't know if those other folks went to the pits or not. I hope they did not, and that they're slowed down just like I am. The one up, they stopped in those pits and got wet tires or intermediates, they're going to be on top of me in no time. But there's no way to rush this. You just can't do it. And I've been in this situation before. See what I mean? You rush it. Get on that accelerator too far. Boy, that traffic getting wet. There goes the car back right now. I'm back to number 3 spot. Have to be so gentle with that accelerator. The road's wet like this. Now I'm thinking that number 2 car does not have intermediates or wet tires on either. It's going real slow. And he's going better at being patient than I am. Oh, I gotta get in front of it. Let's see if I can block it. See him in the mirror there, trying to get around me. And that's one of the things you can't do in the closed race, and it's nothing illegal about it. Maybe, and I'm sure these fellas that are racing and doing championships and stuff are doing that. He's trying to get around me, stop blocking him, he don't like that. I could hear him cussing me. Buddy. Well, I can't really hear him, but I could imagine that he would be. And doesn't make any difference. I don't know there's a AI car. I wouldn't think that should. I know of people that play this game that probably cuss that AI for blocking them. But I'm not one of them. I used to cuss a lot, no more. Back in my sailor days, I just sort of got away from it. Never cussed much when I was home around the family and kids. Just don't know why I was growing up either. There wasn't no cussing in the house. My grandfather who raised me did a little bit of cussing. He could cuss in a couple of languages. I could cuss a couple of languages, not real proficient in some of them, but I could cuss. And is that something to brag about? Well, of course not. A person ought to be able to express themselves without cussing. Now, I got a low fuel sign, 1.3 laps to go, so I've definitely got to get into the pits and not miss it this time, like this dummy bagging did the first time around. So we should be coming up on it here right after we get around this little key, I believe. Let's say. Come up here, there's that blue on the side of the road. This pit's interesting too when you go in, because if you go in too fast, you can run into the barrier. Be right there. So you got to go around this way. And that real slow, it'll throw you back out on the racetrack, actually. And I'm going to change tires to that racing intermediate. And you see that diamond right there on that graph? That's how much fuel I need to get to the end of the race. So when the fuel gets up just past that, I'm going to hit my X button and stop the fuel and get back on the track. I've already dropped the 5th position. People behind me have pulled in too. So that's good. That's good. They won't be going around me because they're sitting in the pits doing the same thing I am, getting tires and fuel. There we go. Come on. X. Hey, my X button didn't work. That cost me extra time in the pits. Haven't done it to me before. I don't know why. I don't know what I've done to make it do that. My steering wheel X button didn't work, and neither did my controller. And I don't know why. That's really annoying. It do that. Doesn't seem like much time, but it was 3 or 4 seconds, and that 3 or 4 seconds makes a big difference. 5th place. Now I have intermediate tires on. The wet road won't be as much of a problem. And it's not sopping wet. There'll be some spots wetter than others. But we can manage that. I don't mind racing intermediates. It does cause you to run a little bit slower. Sometimes that's good. You need to slow down. And you see the red braking zone has shrunk up some. The rain is stopped. The sky is clear. I probably could have went back to medium hard. But that track is still wet. So it's just a chance to take. You make your call, and you have to live with it. Whether it's the right call or not, I don't know. I'm 14 seconds behind. So I'm told that they had to make another pit stop. I won't. Unless these tires race out. I run out, and they shouldn't. We're on the 5th lap. Well, I should get another 2 laps on these intermediates, even on the dry track. I would hope to be able to do at least 2 laps on the intermediates. Haven't closed the gap any that I can see. Yes, we have. We have closed the gap. And I can see a car up here in front of me, so that's a number 4 car up there. Get you one of these straight stretch before shore. Cut that his lead down a bit. I can see the water coming up from this car. Did you? Yeah. Well, that shows you this track is still wet, and there's some spots wetter than others. like I said, this is a brand new race set up. This update just came out last night, but it hit that curve a little too hard there. It went wide and had to get heavy on the brake. That lost me some time. Over in that water, see a Bristol tail? It's one of them speedboats. And get this number 4 car behind us. Come on, Baggins. I'm paying you the big bucks to drive this thing. They'll be showing me what something good, or I'll find me a new driver. There you go. Finally got him. So I know. No. Not quite. He's not hitting. And got a mirror. I don't see anybody hitting. I'm in 4th spot in 14 seconds. Bam. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. We're on the 6th lap. Don't know if I want to get to that. Buddy, that wasn't good. Well, I've already lost, on the clean race. Forget about that. Can't do donuts in the road there during the race and expect to have a clean race. Banging the walls, whatever. Don't see any cars, so they've got a big lead on me. So that's just the way it goes. I made a bad mistake when I missed that pit stop when the rain started. The rain's not raining now. You can see that sky is just clear and pretty as could be. I've got these intermediate cars and they're going to hold out for the rest of the race. And then my X button wouldn't work when I was trying to get out the pit just about a little sooner. Would have got me out of 3, maybe 4 seconds sooner. But I don't know what happened and I don't understand it. And that's been a couple times it's done that now. Another time it worked. I just don't get it. Get comments, you got to do that. Maybe somebody can explain it to you. Gained a little time there, I think. Still don't see the number 3 car. That's what I'm wanting to do. See that number 3 car and have it at least I think I've just seen it up there. I may have a chance to pass it before the end of the race. I don't know. Depends on how I do the rest of the race. Try to keep it in the road. Love to see them top 3 cars hit. Well, I don't know. Don't know those computers. I think I'll be able to catch this car if I don't make a mistake. I don't know about right here, but I'm talking about before the end of the race. Find out. Closing the gap some. Might be able to get him on this stretch right here. Maybe. This is a nice long straight stretch. Yeah, we got by him there. Actually wasn't very pretty fast. It should have been maybe to the inside. Anyhow, we got the 3 spot now, so that's top 3 where you want to be. Number 1 car just went into the pit, so that's good. Number 2 car went in the pit, so that's going to help me a lot because I don't have the pit, so it gives me maybe some chance of getting moving up a little bit more on them. But you see how far they were ahead? I hadn't even got to the pits, and they're sitting in there now, coming out at about any time. don't know if we got enough time left to take over or not. Number one car's out of the pit. You can see that up there on the screen on the upper left. Number two car's out of the pit. Now that doesn't mean they're back on the track yet. Right there's number two car, right there's number one car. Ooh, how about that? They come out of the pits and I was able to get ahead of them for right now. And right behind me, you can see in the mirror, walking a little bit. Yeah. It's those little things in life that make it fun. No, here we go. He tried to come up on me again there. Locked him again. Now hopefully we can stretch our lead here. We shall see. I don't know what kind of cars they put on now. See, with this pretty weather, they may have put on racing soft. And that lets them go quite a bit faster, but I don't see them in the rear view mirror. That's a good sign. That's really good. Yes. We'll get on the brake here a little bit. Yeah. Do this S curve. There's another name for it, not an S curve. I can't remember what the name. Never can what they call those S curves like this. Okay. Just stick with S curve. But I know what I mean. This is curve right here. This is not too bad. You don't see him in the mirror. Got a 6-second lead. Yeah. Well, that's good. 6 seconds is a lot. I think this boat race is over. I have a driving marathon in with wagons. Then I'll do some races with my other profile. Deal. But I don't think I'll do the same races. I don't want to bore you with doing the same thing over and over. I'll find some different races to do. Deal. Like Baggins might pull this one out. Whoa, get out of the sand box. There we go. In the litter box again. Have increased the lead 7 seconds, even though it's been more driving. On my part, I've been Baggins' part, not mine. No, I'm the owner. Baggins is the driver. So I've got a team out there trying to get this car through. Yeah, you would believe that, don't you? Yeah. I did terrible on that right there. I did not do that. Just slow. It's been a much closer race. I would have lost a lot of time right there. Alright. I'm by a big lane there. Coming up on these S curves. We got one more S curve here and then the finishing line. And we'll finish this race. Across the finish line. Hooray, hooray. I bet you that X button's going to work now. See there? It worked for that, but why not for gas? Anyhow, we came in first place for 3 seconds. I thought we had a bigger lead than that. Well, that's what I get for thinking. That race took 30 minutes. Hey, hooray for me. There's my big trophy, Group 1 prototype series. Well, that's a prototype. That's the word I was trying to think of. Prototype. And 260,000 credits. Definitely no clean race. 58.7 miles. We blew that marathon plumb out of the water. Yeah, 4-star route. Look at that ticket for the marathon. So I'll take you along with me when we go collect my reward. Hope you enjoyed the race. I did. It's always fun for me. Getting a little warm here in the camper. There we go. I'm looking at the names on that Mayazono. Man, he's good. Drumont, Jay Hole, Gallo. Now those are top in the world. They are one. I love watching them during the World Series, Gran Turismo World Series. I'm talking about. I'm not talking about baseball. Gran Turismo World Series. Those guys are something to watch, and they're always there. They're always in those races. I don't know how they do it. I reckon hours and hours of practice. And we'll back it up here a little bit. We'll go over and get our 4-star roulette ticket cashed in. There. You know what I'm going to do first before I do that? I'm going to go down here to GT Auto, which is what I should have done. I've told you before, when you run the car quite a bit, you want to check and make sure the oil's right and the engine's right for the next race, and it is. It's all good. But that should be where you go first when you run a car a whole lot. And then go to your garage. And, well, for me, that's the way I do it, because if I go to the garage first, I'll forget plumb about going to checking the oil. And then the next race, I'm running on thin, dirty oil. And I guess it makes a difference, or they wouldn't have you do it. All right, here we go, round and around. Look at there, that big stack of gold. And I didn't make it to that million gold, but I got a car. What did they give me? Chevrolet Corvette C820. Well, any other time I would have been happy. I never had the million. Well, sometimes you just don't get what you're wanting. You get kind of used to that in life. Anyhow, we got that car. It's going to give us the option to put it in the garage, and there you go. Ain't that a pretty thing? Inside and out. The inside looks pretty plain, but since it's a race car, you don't have any more, or you don't put any more in there than what you really need. Keep the weight down, and the old KISS, keep it simple, stupid. So the KISS applies. But that's a pretty thing. That's a Ferrari. And then that's a Peugeot. There, yeah. Peugeot. Okay, that's what it was. I said Ferrari. Peugeot. Yep, that's 750. L750 is a Peugeot. All right, folks, thank you very much for joining me. I'll let you be and get you on the next race with my other profile as we go on the other profile for the daily driving marathon. Take care. Catch you next time.